wish, we will surely serve you as our master and shed our blood for you in the final days of our people. If you, great foreigner, can truly help us resolve the curse, my Raintrace clan will be able to multiply and expand. What harm is there in honoring you as our master for generations to come? Lin Daiyu and Li Chongqing remained silent. They seemed to see a pack of old wolves licking their wounds, dragging their weary bodies forward, barely clinging to life, all in order to die in a quiet place. Su Qin's cold words interrupted their empathy. I don't believe you. Words are no proof. Who knows if you'll go back on your word? The old man opened his mouth, his expression bitter. Yes, words are not enough. The truth can be a lie, and a lie can be the truth. Lin Daiyu and the other woman looked at Su Qin, wondering what he meant. Su Qin gave them a reassuring look, paused for a moment, and then said, I have a contract that your remnants of souls must sign. Once signed, any sign of disobedience will result in your annihilation and eternal damnation. If you agree, you can sign a soul contract. Soul contract is one of the abilities of Eternal Imprint, specifically designed to help lords deal with this special subjugation situation. Su Qin didn't know why the Eternal Imprint had this ability. He only knew that as long as the myriad races successfully signed the contract, anyone who violated it would have their soul scattered. The old man remained silent for a moment, seemingly weighing his options, before finally looking up at Su Qin. Great foreigner, I agree. Please allow me to examine this soul contract in advance. Su Qin smiled and quickly drafted a contract with the Eternal Imprint, which transformed into an ancient scroll that landed in the old man's hand. The old man's hands trembled more and more as he read, because the terms and conditions inside were simply too domineering. The Yuhan clan's disobedience resulted in shocking punishments. Su Qin's inability to comply had virtually no impact. However, his needs were indeed clearly stated in the document, and there was nothing wrong with it. Since it's a soul contract, Su Qin naturally writes content that benefits him. This is a right that the strong should have. All right then, great foreigner, I'll go and call my people now. Li Chongqing raised his hand and used his sword energy to cut the rope. The old man bowed and thanked him before staggering out of the thatched hut. Before long, all the people from the clan were called out. When they saw Su Qin and his two companions, they all showed fear. Two slightly burly young men tried to protect the old man, but the old man stopped them with a look. The rest of the process was simple. The old man explained the details and then signed a soul contract in front of everyone. It took more than 2 hours for all 61 members of the Raintrace clan to sign soul contracts, becoming the first batch of natives to settle in Su Qin's immortal realm. Having accomplished his important task, Su Qin was in high spirits. After communicating with the old man, he learned that his name was Yu Kuei, and the two stronger young men were named Yu Huang and Yu Sun. In the Yuhan tribe, men take Yu as their surname, and women take Hen as their surname. Su Qin couldn't wait until tomorrow, so he took advantage of the darkness to have the Yuhan tribe pack up their belongings, taking away the valuables directly. The group began their migration towards the realm of immortality. Lin Daiyu and Su Qin were at the front of the group, while Li Chongqing was at the back. They easily resolved any dangers along the way. Su Qin gained some more experience and was just a hair's breadth away from level 6. While on the way, I glanced at the chat channel and found that the ranked matches had started and the new lords were fighting fiercely. There are several types of ranked matches: lord battles, hero battles, unit battles, and group battles. At this moment, Stephen Carr from the United States is in first place in all 4 categories, and his points are also far ahead of the second place finisher. As expected, in the world chat, he challenged Su Qin to a duel, and after using up his 3 chances, he had several lords send messages on his behalf. Su Qin casually sent a message. Su Qin, 9 provinces. The price is clearly stated. 5 million blue star coins for appearance, with the outcome of the match to be determined separately. Su Qin, 9 provinces. 3 ranking record post. I recorded them in advance last night. The entire world channel erupted in roars. Su Qin's 2 sentences completely disregarded Stephen. The group moved slowly forward and finally arrived at the realm of immortality. The Great Wall under the moonlight came into view, and the 61 members of the Raintrace clan were shocked and so terrified that they forgot to move forward. Great Master, is this the city wall formed by your great power? Yu Kuei cried, tears streaming down his face, and knelt down to worship. The crowd behind him knelt down in a rush, bowing to Su Qin with devout expressions. At the foot of the city wall, Su Qin accepted it calmly. Rise and enter the realm of immortality. Chapter 24. New Hero. I am Huang Rong. I don't know martial arts. My personal chef is online. With the arrival of the Rainscar clan, the territory's popularity soared. The Great Wall seemed to automatically bless them. Clan Chief Yukue looked towards the Great Wall and felt even more certain that his decision was correct. A great master is extraordinary. Sukin instructed Li Chongqing to settle them near the well, making it easier for them to take care of the farmland. To Sukan's surprise, the Rain Trace clan soon gave him a pleasant surprise. Your soil has been improved, resulting in a 30% increase in crop germination rate. Immediate and noticeable results. For this reason alone, the Rainstalker's acquisition is worthwhile. If they perform well after a period of observation, the planting work will be handed over to them. I took the opportunity to peek into the insect nest. There were 20 mantis beetles and 40 stingers, all resting side by side on the decomposing fungal carpet, looking quite impressive. The hive still had 50 points of life essence remaining, but Sukin didn't let Thornray use them. Instead, he stored them for a level 2 impact. It takes 200 life essence to upgrade Thorn to level 2, which should be achievable tomorrow. Inside the Zergling Evolution Lab, the venom Sukin threw in before leaving is still being analyzed. The progress bar has reached 90%, and the upgraded Thornra will be able to produce enhanced poison stingers tomorrow. After giving the order to make Thorn bigger and stronger, Sukin came to the edge of the altar. It's time to summon a new hero. Spiritual Source, 10. Sizzle sizzle. A thunderous storm raged on the altar, and in the blink of an eye, a beautiful figure materialized. She is charming and beautiful. Summoning successful. You have obtained the new hero, Huang Rong. Her skin was as white as snow, and her features were exquisite. Her white dress fluttered slightly in the breeze, like a lily blooming in the night. Her eyes were crystal clear and extremely lively, possessing a pure beauty that was light, ethereal, and otherworldly. The voice was like a silver bell, bright and crisp, clear and gentle, soft and melodious, making the listener's heart flutter and their soul intoxicated. This humble woman, Huang Rong, greets you, sir. Sukin's eyes widened. The new hero actually summoned Huang Rong? She is stunningly beautiful, incredibly intelligent, exquisitely beautiful, multi-talented, and knowledgeable in both ancient and modern times. She is hailed as the female Zhuge Liang. His martial arts skills are so strong that he could easily defeat several of them. Compared to Lin Dayu's delicate, willow-like beauty, it is a different kind of beauty. Hello, Miss Huang. Sukin smacked her lips, wondering how they addressed each other. Seeing Sukan's embarrassment, Huang Rong chuckled and said, Young master, just call me Ronger. Huang Rong's personality is more straightforward than Lin Dayu's, and her every move exudes a heroic spirit. All right, Ronger, do I need to explain the situation here? Huang Rong shook her head slightly. I know everything, young master. Although Ronger doesn't know martial arts, she will serve you wholeheartedly. You know that? You don't know martial arts. Huang Rong nodded seriously and said, Yes, my father said that it was improper for a girl to fight and kill, so I have never been exposed to martial arts since I was a child. Sukin was stunned, as if struck by lightning. Huang Rong is beautiful, but what if she doesn't know martial arts? Wouldn't that make her comparable to the original Lin Dayu? He doesn't have any terms to merge right now. Huang Rong was insightful and didn't get angry when she saw Sukan's disappointed face. Instead, she smiled brightly and said, Young master, although Ronger doesn't know martial arts, she spends all her time studying cooking. The food Ronger makes can also help you. Sukin was dejected. What's the use of being a good cook? You can't bring that back to the real world to open a restaurant. Oh well, a vase is fine. It's pleasing to the eye too. Sukin was dumbfounded after glancing at Huang Rong's attribute panel. Huang Rong. Quality, purple. Identity, hero. Race, human. Occupation, chef, advanced level 784. Loyalty, 100. Level 1. Strength, physical agility intelligence, 10/12/18/120. Talent 1, the clever cook solution. Talent 2, rare delicacies. Talent 3, golden recipe. Skill, cooking. Introduction, delicious delicacies prepared with skillful cooking. Ronger is a little chef. The clever housewife secret, purple. In any environment, with any ingredients, and under any conditions, the clever housewife Huang Rong can cook a steaming hot meal. Rare delicacies, purple. The dishes cooked by Huang Rong possess various effects, such as restoring physical strength, restoring mental alertness, and enhancing physical constitution. Golden recipe, purple. Huang Rong loves to study cooking recipes. Cooking dishes made according to her recipes will grant a permanent boost. Current spirit food types, beggar's chicken, good match soup, 24 bridges under the moon, braised cabbage. Sukin rubbed his eyes carefully and finally confirmed that Huang Rong did indeed have a profession. a hero with built-in class runes. Purple quality plus profession is almost on par with orange quality. Taking into account professional runes, Huang Rong, as a support character, even has slightly higher initial potential than Lin Daiyu in some respects. After all, possessing a professional rune means embarking on a journey to the extraordinary in the realm of gods. Young master, the meal is ready. And who is this lady? Lin Daiyu walked out of the pavilion with a plate on her face and saw Su Can chatting with Huang Rong. Her expression immediately changed, and endless disappointment and pain welled up in her heart. This woman is so beautiful and pretty. Is it because you like her that you didn't want me? Su Can had no idea about Lin Daiyu's inner turmoil and introduced her with a smile. Come on, Ronger, Pinner, you two get to know each other. Huang Rong's bright eyes darted around, guessing what Lin Daiyu was thinking. She stepped forward with a smile and took Lin Daiyu's arm, saying, Your name is Pinner? My name is Huang Rong, and I'm a few years older than you. How about I call you Sister Pinner? Lin Daiyu felt uncomfortable, but she knew she couldn't lose her composure in front of the young master, and a stubbornness that refused to admit defeat also arose within her. I, Lin Daiyu, have been reborn and possess immense power. I fear neither demons nor monsters. How could a mere woman feel fear? Let's fight. Hello, Sister Rong. My name is Lin Daiyu, and my nickname is Pinner. A few days ago, I followed you, young master, to take care of your daily life and help you slay demons. The moment the two opened their mouths, they immediately started arguing, and even Su Can, who was usually oblivious, realized something was wrong. Upon seeing this, Li Chongqing, who had just made arrangements for the Yuhan clan, immediately retreated back into the academy. Huang Rong's expression remained unchanged as she smiled and pointed at the plate Lin Daiyu was holding. Good sister, is this the roast meat you made? It looks a bit black, probably because you didn't control the heat well and it's burnt. It tastes terrible and has no nutritional value. As she spoke, Huang Rong took the plate and shook her head, saying, Young master, with your noble bearing, how can you eat something that even beggars wouldn't eat? Young master, Ronger will go and cook again. Please rest for a while. Huang Rong immediately seized on Lin Daiyu's weakness, and with just a few words, she left Lin Daiyu bewildered. The food she made was really bad, so bad that she herself knew Su Can forced herself to eat it every day. There's no way to refute it. Sister Pinner, you don't have anything to do right now. Why don't you cook with me? I'm a pretty good cook. I can teach you how to cook. Without saying a word, Huang Rong pulled Lin Daiyu by the arm and led her into the pavilion. Su Can watched the two figures disappear into the distance, secretly wiping away a bead of cold sweat. That's terrifying. That damned Li Chongqing, knowing full well that being the palace master is difficult, doesn't come to the rescue. I won't give him dinner. Chapter 25, While others starve like dogs, Su Can eats his way to immortality. Plant transplant card. There weren't many kitchen utensils in the attic, not even any seasonings. Even though he knew Huang Rong was good at cooking, Su Can didn't have high expectations. In the living room on the first floor, I put the miscellaneous resources into the enhancer. Today's main harvest was refined iron ore. There weren't many other useless resources. I only gained 1,000 energy points, bringing my total energy to 73,841. I still need 170,000 more to reach the peak gold grade. He still has a lot of ores, source crystals, life essence, etc., estimated to be around 100,000 energy. He can get at least 70,000 to 80,000 energy in the remaining 4 days. Opening the trading channel, Su Can began scavenging for all kinds of seeds, plants, and so on. With the descendants of Yuhan still alive, there shouldn't be any problem for them to pursue the path of agriculture and commerce. A transplant card. Su Can suddenly discovered that someone was selling transplant cards. The price wasn't high, only 50 source crystals per card. Su Can bought them all in one go, a total of 34 cards. Transplant cards are designed for plants. They can store plants in a card and release them at another location for planting, with a 100% survival rate. Few people use this tool. They simply harvest any valuable trees they encounter, prioritizing short-term gains. Su Can wouldn't just leave so much money lying around. He took out a piece of cowhide from his pocket, with circles and lines drawn on it. This was given to him by the old clan chief Yu Kuei. It was a map of the area near the original clan territory. The areas are marked with labels such as resource and danger zones. The area near the territory has been cleared by Su Can, but the area beyond is still unknown. This map is perfect for filling in the gaps in information about the outside world. 10 kilometers away from the original territory, there is a bamboo forest called Thunder Bamboo. Thunder Bamboo can be used to forge weapons, its bamboo shoots are a delicacy, and its mature leaves are a building reinforcement material. It is a treasure trove. What cannot be grown in the real world due to environmental issues grows rapidly in the world of Carlos. If they can be transplanted into the territory, they can be harvested as crops and sold to lords in the real world. The only problem is that it is difficult to plant. If the roots break, the entire root system of the bamboo will die. With these transplant cards, Sukin wasn't worried about any problems. The growth cycle of thunder bamboo is much faster than that of crops, and it is already mature. After careful selection, a new batch of seeds was added. After keeping a small portion, Li Chongqing was summoned and asked to give them to the old clan chief. Before long, a fragrant aroma wafted from the third floor, and Sukan's stomach rumbled loudly, so she headed straight for the third floor. Young master, it's better to arrive at the right time than early. The things have just been finished. With a beaming smile, Huang Rong pulled Sukan over and proudly pointed to the food on the table. Young master, I am not very talented, so I can only make do with 4 dishes and a soup. 4 dishes and 1 soup. Sukan was dumbfounded when he saw the things on the table. A plate of cold-dressed chicken, a plate of garlic-flavored pork belly, a plate of stir-fried wild vegetables, a plate of fruitwood smoked meat, and a bowl of vegetable soup? Where did the chicken come from? Where do soy sauce, vinegar, and salt come from? Where did these plates and basins come from? With countless questions in mind, Sukan picked up a piece of garlic-flavored pork belly and stuffed it into her mouth. Instantly, her taste buds cheered, and she quickly refused to eat it. It's delicious, so delicious. Ronger, how did you make it? Sukan stuffed his mouth with food, determined to make up for the poverty and hardship he had endured these past few days. Huang Rong smiled and said, I made the soy sauce, vinegar and soy sauce temporarily using plants from my territory. The taste is almost the same. The meat was gathered by you guys these past few days. These ordinary things are enough for me to make delicious food. Oh right, the basin and plate were made by Sister Pinner splitting them apart. Lin Daiyu, who was standing to the side in a daze, blushed, not from shyness, but from shame. She really wasn't helpful. The only thing she did was make a few basins and plates by brute force, which she did only with Huang Rong's guidance. In terms of cooking skills, just this one meal was enough to completely convince her. They were simply not in the same league. She secretly vowed to get her revenge from other angles. Great job. Sukan gave Huang Rong a thumbs up. After taking another bite of the grilled meat, my body suddenly stiffened. Strength plus 0.1. Are the effects of rare and divine foods really that powerful? These dishes aren't even from Huang Rong's golden recipe. I can't believe what kind of benefits eating those dishes would bring. Come and eat, everyone. You'll be better prepared to work tomorrow. Sukan called out, and Li Chongqing had already returned after completing his mission. After a long day of work, we were starving and didn't hold back, so we started to eat heartily. After eating and drinking his fill, Sukan thought about using one return scroll over the next 2 days to bring back more food. When using a return scroll, the carrying limit is 10 times higher than when you first enter the world of Carlos, and you can also bring the demon suppression tower, so you don't have to worry about not having enough space. Sukan lay on the 3rd floor enjoying the breeze, and immediately burst into laughter when he opened the regional channel. Kita Kazuhiko, Sakura Country. I've been eating energy bars for 3 days in a row. When will I be able to eat a bite of salmon sushi? Lieselmar, England. I could eat 10 pieces of dry bread right in front of me. The food in this territory is so scarce. Blair, beautiful country. I choose not to eat. Studies have shown that humans can survive for 7 days on water alone, and lords can survive for 10 days. That's enough. Lu Tantan, Kyushu Kingdom. I should have brought some fatty meat with me, just to satisfy my craving. The complaints were uniform, with no good food to eat, even on the World Channel. Sukan chuckled and sent a message to the World Channel. Sukan, Kyushu, tonight's meal was so plentiful. Cold-dressed chicken, garlic-flavored pork belly, stir-fried wild vegetables, fruitwood smoked meat, and a vegetable soup. I feel incredibly comfortable. This caused a huge uproar, and even many lords in the 9 provinces kingdom couldn't stand it anymore. Deng Mingming, Kyushu Dam, Brother Can, this is so boring. We're starving, why don't you order some dishes? Lu Xinshin, Kyushu Kingdom, Brother Can, do you need a girlfriend? If all else fails, I'll be your mistress. Arunbi's, gonna fuck. Sukan, you're disgusting. Are you deliberately saying these things for fun? Are you starving yourself? Kita Kazuhiko, Sakura Country. I suspect that guy surnamed Su is starving to death. Otherwise he wouldn't be posting this kind of message before even accepting the king's challenge. Landon Malaire, American, posting on behalf of someone else. Sukan, fuck you. You must accept my challenge before you starve to death. Sukan squinted and watched for a while, feeling that the second lord was on the verge of collapse. A few more fires will make it explode even more brilliantly. I turned off the chat channel, habitually went to the trading channel, and actually fell asleep while looking at it. Today's intense mining was really exhausting. Not only him, but Lin Daiyu and Li Chongqing also went back to their rooms to sleep, while Huang Ron was still tidying up in the attic. She's as considerate as a wife. Nothing happened that night. The next morning, Sukin woke up with a start and was annoyed that he had fallen asleep when he saw the faintly bright sky outside. Just as I was about to get up, I felt a heavy weight on both sides of my body. Looking down, I saw my nostrils twitching. Huang Ron was on his left arm, and Lin Daiyu was on his right arm. They both had their arms crossed, and the faint warmth and softness of their bodies stirred his desire. Sukin simply lay back down, comfortably embraced, and then entered the eternal imprint. There are still important things to take care of today. Chapter 26, Jade Pool Sacred Realm. Cleansing the marrow and refining one's roots and aptitude. A territory undergoes a tremendous transformation. Congratulations on ranking first on the leaderboard. You're far ahead of second place. You've received a purple grade treasure chest reward. Congratulations on ranking first on the leaderboard. You're also far ahead of second place. You've received a purple grade treasure chest reward. Congratulations on ranking first on the leaderboard. You're far ahead of second place. You've received a purple grade treasure chest reward. On the second day, the rewards dropped 2 levels. In a few more days, they'll all be junk. It's better than nothing, I suppose. Sukin opened all 3 treasure chests immediately. You have opened the Heavenly Ranking Settlement chest and obtained the Phoenix Feather Staff, Black, Forging Blueprint. You have opened the Ranking Settlement chest and obtained 10 Life Crystals. You opened the Ranking Settlement chest and obtained the Building, Blacksmith Shop. Blacksmith Profession Exclusive Rewards? Sukin thought to himself that it was far worse than yesterday's. Phoenix Feather Staff, Black, Forging Blueprint, requires 2 Phoenix Feathers, 10 refined iron ore, 20 ironwood, and forging skill. He has both refined iron ore and ironwood, but Phoenix Feathers are quite precious. Sukin plans to check the trading channel later. Life crystals are a good thing. They are formed from the essence of life, similar to profound crystals. 1 life crystal equals 1,000 life essence. 10 crystals are enough for Thornra to level up by 2, and the birth of a new Zerg race is expected. The blacksmith shop was just an ordinary building. Sukin casually crushed the building card, and a mysterious fog enveloped an area, beginning construction. The blacksmith shop is under construction, 1% complete, estimated construction time 1 hour, reduced time. After finishing organizing, Sukin opened the system. It was time to draw some gold entries. Extract. Congratulations on winning the gold keyword, a hidden gem. A hidden paradise. Gold springtime scenery seen from afar, yet vanished up close. A hidden paradise, a blessed land, has been created. A fusion target water well has been detected. Fuse now. Merge. Your building well has been upgraded to Jade Pool Sanctuary. Call. A gust of wind blew by, and Sukin took a deep breath, feeling refreshed. He quickly got up and stood by the railing, looking at the well. The well was no longer visible. Instead, a misty area had appeared, with a sacred spring bubbling and churning, its mysterious liquid spreading and seeping outwards. The plants in the surrounding fields seemed to have become even greener. The Yuan tribesmen who lived not far away all ran out. They were shocked to see the changes in the well. They shouted that it was a miracle and then bowed down in worship. Sukin opened the Yaoqi Sacred Realm panel, his breathing becoming rapid. Jade Pool Sacred Realm. Quality, gold. Level, LV.1. Architectural characteristics, benefiting all. Effect 1, Breath of Life. Effect 2, Condensing Holy Liquid. Effect 3, Cleansing the Meridians and Marrow. Reserves, 5 tons. Introduction. This is a blessed land of immortals. Please take good care of it. Benefiting all beings, gold grade. All things within the territory are imbued with immortal essence, impervious to all magic and poison. This state lasts for 10 minutes outside the territory. The comprehension of all things within the territory is doubled. Breath of Life, gold grade. The land surrounding the Jade Pool Holy Spring is transformed into spiritual fields, where plants are imbued with spirit. Their growth rate is increased tenfold. Their yield is increased tenfold, and their survival rate is forcibly increased to 100%. Condensed Holy Elixir, gold grade. Every 3 days, the Jade Pool Sacred Realm condenses 1 drop of eternal holy elixir. Any living being that absorbs it will receive attribute boosts and awaken a white grade talent. The owner of the Sacred Realm can enhance their white talent to black upon consumption. Marrow Cleansing and Rejuvenation, gold grade. Immersing in the sacred Jade Pool will cleanse and rejuvenate the body, improving constitution and rebuilding innate qualities. Each unit will only experience the effect the first time they immerse themselves. Cooldown time, 60 days. Sukin was greatly shocked. The architectural features and the 3 effects gave him goosebumps. It's absolutely the most awesome building in the territory right now. Even Fuyao Academy can't compare. No, just that condensing holy liquid skill alone is more impressive than the Fuyao Academy. 3 days to condense a single drop. Absorption will surely awaken your talent. Many living beings, even those of extraordinary nature, lack talent. Even awakening a white-grade talent is a significant leap forward. It's a divine object that can defy fate and change one's destiny. Moreover, awakening a white-grade talent is just the beginning. As the level of the Jade Pool Sacred Realm increases, the quality of the awakened talent becomes higher and higher. Not to mention how high. As long as it reaches the blue quality, it is already invincible. What does that mean? This means that in the future, he will be able to use the holy liquid to create a group of highly talented subordinates. Combined with the Zerg Hive's mass production of units. Hiss. Thousands upon thousands of Zerg with purple or even orange talents are unstoppable. The miraculous power of the marrow cleansing and meridian cleansing is no less than that of the holy elixir. It can rebuild a person's physical constitution and aptitude in 60 days, which is outrageous. He invested so many resources to improve his talent, and the result was that soaking in the holy realm once could change his entire physical constitution. Isn't that crazy? In comparison, universal benefit and the breath of life are relatively common, but only relatively. A 100% survival rate for planting and 10 times the growth rate, and 10 times the yield are unheard of. The birth of the Jade Pool Sacred Realm has completely transformed his world of immortality, and its future potential is limitless. Unable to contain himself, Sukin jumped from the 3rd floor. Great Master, a miracle has been born in your territory. When the old clan chief Yukoi saw Sukin approaching, he shouted for him to kneel down. The others followed suit and knelt down in worship. Yes, all of you rise. The breath of life benefits all living beings. Quickly settle down and plant all the seeds. If the spiritual fields are insufficient, cultivate them yourselves. I will obey my master's command. The old clan chief led his clansmen to begin work. Sukin walked to the center of the Yaoqi Sacred Realm, where there was a structure similar to a fountain and flower bed. The water that rolled around contained the breath of life and would seep into the surrounding ground, transforming the earth into a spiritual field. There is a water tank in the center of the flower bed, which can be used at any time. A sacred spring gushed forth, lifting up a crystal ball. The crystal ball shimmered with golden light, and the first drop of sacred liquid would be born here 3 days later. Sukin took off his clothes, wearing only his underwear, and stepped into the holy spring, immersing himself up to his neck. The progress bar popped up, indicating it would take a full 5 hours. Sukin clicked his tongue in amazement. Just how bad must his aptitude be? Soon, my pores all over my body started to itch, as if tiny insects were burrowing into my body, penetrating my flesh, tendons, bones, and membranes, and reaching my bloodstream. A mysterious power settled within his body, slowly transforming things he was unaware of. Your strength attribute is being reforged. Your constitution attributes are being rebuilt. Your agility attribute is being reforged. Your intelligence attribute is being rebuilt. Your physical body is being rebuilt. The eternal imprint screen reforging reminder appeared. As the progress bar advanced, a flash of golden light appeared, and Sukin suddenly opened his eyes. In an instant, a silent, invisible, windless, boundless, and supreme aura rose from his body, enveloping the entire territory. Even Li Chongqing's legs trembled under this inexplicable fluctuation. You have undergone a complete transformation, reshaping your innate constitution and physical attributes. The next moment, a sudden change occurred in the sky above the territory. Chapter 27 Ancient Sacred Body, Divine Body of the Law God. A surge in combat power. Troop deployment and formation are on track. Accompanied by the earth-shaking roars of dragons and phoenixes, phantom images of dragons and phoenixes emerged from Sukin's body. Sukin's body radiated golden light, like a great sun rising from the ground, and the dense, unyielding energy surge followed the dragon and phoenix into the sky. Rumble. High in the heavens, the wind and clouds suddenly changed color, thunder rumbled, and the world changed abruptly. Golden light surged like a vast ocean in the void, accompanied by lightning and a phantom tsunami, creating a breathtaking scene. The world was ablaze with heat, the sea and sky met, and the golden light was dazzling and extremely captivating. It felt as if there was a furnace in Sukin's chest, spewing out incomparably pure divine light, as if it wanted to devour the heavens and the earth. The magnificent celestial phenomenon, reminiscent of divine beings, lasted for over 10 seconds before pouring into Su Kan's body like a whale swallowing water. At this moment, Su Kan was as handsome as jade. His limbs and bones were brimming with boundless power, his millions of pores seemed to be connected to the void, and his eyes had a deep starlight dancing in them. You have achieved the innate talent, ancient sacred body. You have achieved the divine body of the Archmage. You have undergone a marrow cleansing and purification process at the Jade Pool Sacred Realm, and your four-dimensional attributes have been upgraded from ordinary to true attributes. Your affinity with the elements of heaven and earth is off the charts, greatly enhancing your mage talents and skill tiers. Su Kan was overjoyed after checking the specific abilities. Ancient Sacred Body, Gold Grade, impervious to all evil, suppresses extraordinary phenomena, invincible among its peers, and possesses an invincible physical body. Divine Body of the Mage, Gold Grade, a powerful divine body for the mage class. Skill damage is increased by 500%, cooldown is reduced by 50%, one new skill is gained for each level gained, and there is a 13% chance to activate the divine aspect when casting a skill. True Attribute, a special attribute category. 10 points of normal attribute equals 1 point of true attribute. True attribute completely overwhelms normal attribute. Every 50 points of true attribute in a single dimension will grant a true effect. After the bone structure was modified, he actually gained access to 2 great sacred bodies. The ancient sacred body is simply the ultimate sacred body of a flesh-body grass monster, many times stronger than Lin Daiyu's ultimate Taoist. Furthermore, if one can advance to the great perfection ancient sacred body, one will be able to challenge the great emperor. The divine body of the mage is equally straightforward and brutal, boasting 5 times the damage, half the cooldown time, and 1 skill per level. All formidable features. The true attributes are even more astonishing, because only lords of the 7th rank and above can slowly convert them into true attributes. It can be said that true attributes are the foundation for condensing destiny, and Su Kan started laying the foundation from the first level. It seems I need to consider the path of cultivating both body and spirit. Su Kan felt the pure power and mysterious magic surging within his body and opened his personal panel. Lord, Su Kan. Race, human. Talent 1, Ancient Sacred Body, Gold. Talent 2, Divine Body of the Archmage, Gold. Level, LV5. Class 1, Mage, Advanced Sequence, 2, 5, 8, 17, 33, 58. Profession 2, Blacksmith, Advanced Levels, 109, 288, 361. Title, Witcher. Profession Talents, Mana Source, Purple, 1000-time Refinement, Black. Strength, Constitution, Agility, Intelligence, True 30/30/30/40. Skills, Fireball, Purple 2, Hellfire, Purple 1, Forging 1. Merit points, 32. Items, Talent Enhancer, Abundant Resources, Bow and Arrows, Longsword, Food. The 4 major attributes are enhanced into true attributes. Although the numerical values may seem to decrease, the actual combat power will soar. The mage's skills were upgraded to purple quality, and the talent also reached purple quality, instantly saving a lot of energy points for the talent enhancer. A total of only 210,000 is needed to upgrade it to the peak gold grade. It's at least 5 times better than before the meridian cleansing and marrow washing. Su Kan took a deep breath to calm the surging energy in his body. The pressure around him immediately lessened, and he could see the old clan chief and others watching him timidly from afar. What's up? The old patriarch rushed over and knelt down on both knees, excitedly saying, Congratulations on your great master's increase in strength. Speak your mind. Master, this soil has been transformed into a spiritual field by the spiritual spring irrigation. All the plants have become spiritual plants. The dragon tooth rice has successfully sprouted, and the Xiantian gourd vine has also climbed the city wall. Su Kan was pleasantly surprised. This was indeed good news. Things that others can't grow can sprout into seedlings in the spirit field in just a few hours. All right, take good care of them. If the yield is good, I will reward you all. Su Kan tossed a sweet date. The old clan chief and his men were overjoyed, tears streaming down their faces and their beards swaying. Su Kan waved his hand, walked to the insect hive, handed the life crystal to Thornra, and gave the order to upgrade his level. Suddenly, the thorny hoots let out a joyful cry, then quickly fell silent. When she awakens again, She will be able to reach at least LV.3, and the various skills of the insect hive will also be reborn. After reviewing the resources at hand and making some adjustments, Sukin carried out a large-scale building upgrade of his territory. Attic, Arrow Tower, Altar, Great Wall, Fuyo Academy. The entire realm of immortality was shrouded in a mysterious mist, as if it were nurturing a colossal star beast. After finishing, Sukin called Lin Daiyu and the other two over. Pinner, Chongqing, the task of clearing the land today is entrusted to you two. Sukin got straight to the point. You two split up and take the mantis armor and poison sting, and clear as much land as possible while ensuring safety. Li Chongqing clasped his hands in a fist salute. I will obey your majesty's orders. Yes, young master. Lin Daiyu blinked. And you, young master? Sukin smiled and said, I need to go back first. I'll probably be back in the evening. I'll leave the territory to you during the day. Lin Daiyu felt a little empty inside, no longer able to fight demons and monsters with the young master. Young master, what about Rong? Huang Rong asked, raising her hand. You stay home and look after the territory, inspect the layout, and so on. You can give me suggestions for improvement later. Huang Rong smiled upon hearing this. After making the arrangements, Li Chongqing and Lin Daiyu embarked on their own journey of clearing the wasteland. There were already 100 manises and 200 stingers at the insect hive, divided into 8 groups. 2 groups followed 2 people, and the other 6 groups advanced in 6 directions. In this way, the area surrounding the Chongqing realm is almost perfectly encompassed. Sukin had his reasons for choosing to return at this time. He originally planned to wait 2 more days until he was stronger before returning, but he didn't expect Yaoqi's sacred realm to bring everything forward. Several powerful effects have paved the way for spiritual plants in the world of immortality. He must quickly establish connections in the real world so that he can get on the right track. Moreover, there are still many rewards in the real world that haven't been claimed yet. Getting them first means converting them into resources a few days earlier. His explosive improvement in personal strength gave him more confidence to face the dangers of the unknown real world. Sukin placed Meng Jiangnu's tears, holy spring water, refined iron ore, and life essence in the demon suppression tower. These are special products of the longevity realm, and are the main resources for his plans to expand into the real world. Ronger, keep a close eye on the insect hive. Make sure the new units hatch immediately after the Thornra finishes its upgrade. Huang Rong nodded and said, Don't worry, young master, Ronger knows what to do. Sukin smiled and ruffled her hair, then crushed the return scroll amidst Huang Rong's rosy cheeks. Chapter 28, Part 3 Rewards. Angel Reincarnation Pool. Carlos Trading Market Pass. You have used a return scroll. You can remain in the real world for 8 hours. You will be forced to return after 8 hours. With a flash of light, Sukin appeared in the dormitory. My first feeling was an indescribable sense of rejection, as if I had become an alien being, about to be ostracized from the Blue Star world. Sukin knew that this was the world's self-protection system, which could effectively prevent the invasion of alien life. Because he was of Blue Star blood, the world would no longer exclude him once it detected him. Sure enough, the discomfort disappeared 2 seconds later. As Sukin left the dormitory, she turned on her phone and, sure enough, there were countless messages, all sorts of strange and bizarre things. As soon as he stepped out of the dormitory building, a series of figures suddenly materialized before him, and an extremely terrifying pressure swept over him. Sukin's gaze sharpened, and he secretly activated his ancient sacred body. Powerful blood and chi surged within his body, and the profound power of the sacred body arose. The surging pressure, upon touching the ancient sacred body, was easily resisted and diverted like waves crashing against rocks. Huh! Sun Xuezong exclaimed in surprise, releasing and immediately withdrawing his overwhelming pressure. After carefully examining Sukin for a moment, he revealed a look of shock. Sukin's physical body is so powerful. If he hadn't known that Sukin was the new lord, he would have thought he was some high-ranking lord who was hiding his strength. This new king of Kyushu is no ordinary man. Several other powerful figures in the realm of gods experienced the same shock. They had imagined 1,000 ways to understand just how talented and extraordinary Sukin was, but they never expected this kind of scene. He could easily resist the oppressive aura of a lord who had entered the realm of gods, a feat that surpassed countless new kings throughout history. As expected of the new king of Kyushu, Sun Xuezong exclaimed. At this moment, Principal Huang Xinxiang and his colleagues arrived late. Upon seeing Sukin, they excitedly embraced her. She patted his back hard while crying tears of joy. Sukin, you've really made our number 3 middle school proud. The head of the teaching department was also wiping away tears. They had taught at number 3 middle school for a long time and had developed a deep affection for the school. For countless years, they dared not hope that a new champion would emerge from here. Sukan's appearance caused their long-suppressed emotions to erupt completely. Sun Xuezong and the others stood by with smiles on their faces, not disturbing them. After a while, everyone's emotions gradually calmed down. Principal Huang Jinxiang remarked with emotion, "I really didn't expect you to win the title of the world's strongest newcomer this year. We had already prepared a welcoming ceremony for you, but your return was so sudden that we didn't have time to prepare." Sukan smiled and said, "The welcoming ceremony doesn't matter." Huang Jinxiang suddenly slapped his forehead and quickly pulled Sukan to Sun Xuezong and the others. Come, Sukan, let me introduce you. This is Elder Sun Xuezong, the president of the Lord's Guild of the 9 Provinces Kingdom, and this is..." After the introductions, Sukan realized that these elderly people actually had such powerful backgrounds. This was the first time he had met a super strong person from the realm of gods face to face. At first glance, they seem no different from ordinary people. They've probably all reached a state of returning to simplicity. Lost in thought, Sun Xuezong asked, "Did Sukan use a special return type item?" "Yes, Chairman Sun, a scroll of return." Sukan replied truthfully. Sun Xuezong nodded. "The path to becoming a lord is fraught with danger, so you must not be arrogant." Sukan understands. "Thank you for the reminder, Chairman Sunday." Sun Xuezong was very satisfied with Sukan's composure. He reached out and pointed, and a golden light appeared. "You have become a formal lord and the strongest newcomer in the world this year, so the Lord's Guild will naturally reward you handsomely." The ball of light flew down in front of Sukan. "This is the reward you deserve. In addition, to protect your life, Sun Xuero will become your personal bodyguard." Sukan took the ball of light with both hands, but looked at Sun Xuezong with a look of astonishment. "President, is it really necessary to have Teacher Sun as my bodyguard?" Sun Xuezong shook his head, his expression solemn. "The situation on Earth is currently turbulent and unpredictable, with undercurrents surging, and the 9 Provinces Kingdom is at the forefront of this storm. As the strongest newcomer of this year, you are receiving much more attention than ever before. I have no intention of harming you, but you have the heart to kill. Your safety must be protected. This is not only about your own safety, but also about the protection of our country's new generation of leaders." After thinking about it, Sukan decided not to refuse. Sun Xuero is beautiful and strong. Many people want her to be their bodyguard, but none of them can. "Teacher Sun, please give me your guidance." Sun Xuero hummed in agreement, without much emotional fluctuation. This icy beauty remained as aloof as ever. "Haha, Sukan, our number 3 middle school also has a special gift prepared for you as the newcomer champion." The principal smiled and took out a wooden box, handing it to Sukan. "Our number 3 middle school can't compare to the big shots in the God realm. Here are 20 mystic crystals, 1 purple arrow tower building card, and 1 set of sunset." Sukan solemnly accepted the wooden box with both hands. The contents of this box were quite valuable. The 20-point profound essence crystal alone was very valuable. The school really spent a lot of money on him. "Thank you, principal and teachers." Huang Jinxiang waved his hand with a smile. "No need to thank us. Your becoming the global rookie of the year has brought honor to our number 3 middle school. We feel that these things are too little." After chatting for a while, Huang Jinxiang thought for a moment and finally said, "Your sudden return caught many powerful groups off guard. They probably don't even know you're back yet." Then, changing the subject, she added, "Actually, they've come several times before, bringing gifts and invitations with them." Sukan narrowed his eyes. "So all the congratulatory gifts and invitations from these powerful groups are here?" "Sigh, your uncle accepted them all." The principal sighed and said, "This is your family matter after all, and we shouldn't interfere." After he finished speaking, the principal said no more. He had said enough. Sukan smiled, a fierce glint flashing in his eyes. "The things I collect aren't so easy to take. Thank you for informing me of these matters, principal. If there is nothing else, I will head back now. Everything else is fine. Let's hold the welcoming ceremony when the lords return in full force. What do you think?" "The welcoming ceremony is fine. You can handle it as you see fit, principal." Sukan bid farewell to the principal and took Sun Xuero home. On the way, Sukan activated the light orb given to him by Chairman Sun, which contained a model in the shape of a pool and an exquisite metal token. Sukan clearly felt Sun Xuero's hand tremble as she drove. Anything that can make even a 9th-tier Grand Lord tremble is definitely not an ordinary item. "Teacher Sun, is this an altar?" An incredulous shock flashed across Sun Xuero's icy face, but she quickly concealed it and calmly said, "It's the barracks, the only barracks, the angel reincarnation pool." Sukin gasped. "Is this the legendary angel reincarnation pool? A powerful barracks capable of summoning numerous angels. The Lord's Guild is really too generous, actually gifting him such a legendary item." "Don't get too excited yet," Sun Shiwero said, immediately pouring cold water on the situation. "The Angel Rebirth Pool is one of the top 10 barracks buildings in the world, and it is also unique. It has not yet been built in the territory of any lord because its usage conditions are too demanding." Sukin looked at Sun Shiwero with great interest. "Teacher Sun, tell us about it." "Don't call me Teacher Sun anymore, just call me Sun Shiwero." Sun Shiwero gripped the steering wheel and said, "First of all, you have to be a new lord. Secondly, activation requires a lot of sacred items. When summoning angels, you also need merit points and sacred items. New lords are already lacking in various resources. Even if they know that the Angel Rebirth Pool is a powerful barracks, it is difficult to invest so much." Sukin suddenly realized what was going on, but he wasn't disappointed at all. Instead, he happily put away the Angel Reincarnation Pool. What might be a powerful liability to others will be given a new lease on life in his hands. The springs that gush forth in the Jade Pool's sacred realm are all holy springs. "Teacher Sun, is this a token of pass to the Carlos trading market?" "Yes. After returning to your territory, you can use this token to enter the Carlos trading market and trade with the natives of the Carlos world. Of course, you may also encounter human lords." Chapter 29, Usurping the Nest, Kicking My Uncle. "Give me back everything you swallowed." Indigenous people and natives are two different things. The indigenous people are the legitimate ethnic groups of Carlos natives who enjoy rights, while the natives are life forms like the rain stains, scattered throughout the world. The indigenous people possess the most resources in the Carlos world and have the world's top combat power. There are millions of indigenous peoples, and beyond them are myriad life forms from other worlds, such as humans and evil gods. Obtaining a trade pass is extremely difficult. You might only be able to trade with an indigenous person if you're lucky enough to do so. At that time, it's usually after the 10-day protection period has passed, or even several months or half a year later. If used properly, Sukin will reap extraordinary benefits. It was worth the trip. Soon, Sun Shiwero drove to a residential area. From a distance, you can see banners and lanterns hanging everywhere inside and outside the community, making it even more lively than during the Spring Festival. Sukan's mouth twitched violently as he looked at the words on the banner. Who the hell came up with this? "Congratulations to my neighbor Sukan for winning the Rookie of the Year award. Sukan, I love you. Sukan, please come into my life." It's a terrible sight. Fortunately, Sun Shiwero is an ice queen, otherwise she would definitely have ridiculed her relentlessly. Fortunately, everyone thought he would not be able to return for another 3 or 4 days, so Sun Shiwero drove smoothly into the community. His house was on the 2nd floor, and the doorway was already piled high with gift boxes. Before he even entered, he could hear loud laughter coming from inside. "Ha ha ha, honey, we're rich. We're rich. The Gan group has sent another batch of gold. Wow, these people are really generous. Sukin's little guy is really capable. But it's not good to have so much stuff piled up at home. We'll find a place to pawn it this afternoon and exchange it for Lord resources to save for Warner's newcomer trial next year." "Okay, that's what I think too." Sukin stood at the door with a cold smile on his face. The house was bought by his parents, but he lives with his uncle's family. Sukin didn't know the specific reason, but said it was an agreement with his parents. His parents had passed away a few years ago, and he had no way of verifying it. Later, Sukin often stayed at school, and his uncle's family directly took over his place. He was focused on studying and exercising and had no time to care about them. Unexpectedly, things have gotten even worse. Not only are they accepting all the gifts sent by various powerful forces, but they are also planning to sell them to keep for their daughter. How ridiculous. Do they really think I, Sukan, the Rookie of the Year, am made of paper? The door was kicked open with a bang, startling the uncle and aunt. Who dares to break into the residence of this year's strongest rookie king? Uncle Su Wei glared suddenly, and an imposing aura arose from him. The old woman, Qin Jun, with a shrewish look on her face, lunged at Sukan with bared teeth and claws. "Who the hell dared to kick down my door? I'll scratch you to death." Sukan crossed his arms and, expressionless, raised his leg to kick again. Bang! He kicked Qin Jun in the stomach, and then flew backward in a C-shape at an even faster speed, crashing into Su Wei. The ancient sacred body makes his physical body's blood and chi surge like the sea, and even a casual kick from him is something that 2 ordinary people cannot withstand. The two crashed through several tables and chairs before finally rolling to the ground. "Hey, Who is this damned bastard? I'm Sukan's aunt, the new king of rookies. Do you know you've messed with the wrong person? Qin clutched her waist and kept groaning, cursing under her breath, constantly trying to undermine Sukan. Shut up, you bitch. Su Wei suddenly slapped her across the face, stunning her. Just as she was about to throw a tantrum, she saw her husband scramble to his feet, forcing a smile as he walked towards Sukan. Hey, I thought it was a thief, but it's Can. This is like the flood washing away the Dragon King's temple. But Can, shouldn't you be in the Carlos world right now? Why did you suddenly come back? Su Wei patted his chest and said confidently, if you have any difficulties, just tell your uncle. Although your uncle can't help with anything big, he can still help you with small things. Then his tone changed, and he said with a serious expression, Ah, you are also a child with a hard life. Your parents died early. Although your aunt and I raised you with great care, we are not your biological parents. It is truly gratifying to see you become this year's Rookie of the Year. Finally, pointing to the gift box on the ground, he said, My uncle recently made a small fortune and bought some things. Go see if there's anything you want, and just take it. His boastful tone made it seem as if he had truly acquired all of these things through a stroke of luck. Sun Shuero didn't speak, and neither did Sukan. The room fell into a deathly silence. Su Wei quickly broke out in a sweat, his back soaked with sweat. He suddenly realized that his nephew was very different from before. Suddenly, Sukan spoke up. This house was left to me by my parents. Everything inside and outside the house was given to me by other major power groups after I became the new king. Everything you get by waving my banner belongs to me. The more they talked, the uglier their expressions became. Qin was about to retort when Sukan glared at her. If you dare say a word, I'll break your teeth right now. Qin was so frightened that she quickly covered her mouth. Su Wei chuckled awkwardly. Can, what are you saying? We're all family. Sukan sneered repeatedly. Family? Does being family mean scheming against me behind my back, stealing my things, and using my name to commit crimes everywhere? Seeing that Sukan wouldn't let it go, Su Wei immediately abandoned all pretense of civility. You, Sukan, is this how a junior talks to his elders? It's a good thing your parents died early. If they were still alive, they would beat you half to death if they saw you talking to your uncle and aunt like that. I don't know if my parents will hit me. Sukan stepped forward calmly. But I do know that if you push me too far, I can beat you half to death. A chilling aura flashed in Sukan's pupils, and the two of them instantly felt as if they had fallen into an ice cave. What do you want to do? Spit out everything that swallowed me and get out of my house. Qin's eyes reddened upon hearing this. In her mind, the food she put in her mouth was already hers, but now Sukan was making her spit it all out, which she couldn't accept no matter what. Su Wei seemed to realize what was happening and grabbed Qin's hand, pulling her outside. Fine. So you're severing ties with us, is that it? Don't put it so harshly. We're just holding these gifts for you. If you want them, take them yourself. Also, remember what you said today. You ingrate will be despised by everyone, even if you're the Rookie King. Just as the two were about to slam the door and leave, Sukan moved and stopped them. Didn't you understand what I just said? Spit out everything that swallowed me. Su Wei's eyes showed fear, but he stubbornly argued. Who swallowed your things? There's only this much inside and outside the house. What are you going to do about it? Before he could finish speaking, an overwhelming aura swept over him, and his legs went weak, almost causing him to kneel on the ground. Qin, being the least capable, slammed her knees hard onto the floor with a thud. Two ordinary people simply could not withstand the pressure of the consecutive ancient sacred bodies. You don't actually want to kill us, do you? One last time, spit out everything I have. Sukan had lost his patience. He had limited time back, and it was a waste of time to argue with these two. Sukan, you've disappointed me so much. Su Wei pulled a bank card from his pocket and threw it on the ground. It only sold for a little over 1 million yuan. I was just holding it for you, and you actually wanted to kill me. You've gone too far. Let's go. You ingrate. With a flushed face, Su Wei pulled Qin, who was kneeling on the ground, and they scrambled out of the room. Sukan stared at their retreating figures and sneered. They're hopeless. I took out my phone and called a locksmith to come and change the lock. Just as he was about to ask Sun Shuero for help with something, several figures appeared at the door. That annoying brat is finally gone. Hello Sukan, can we talk? Chapter 30 First Encounter with the Genius Club. Monopolizing resources, huge profits. Preparing to acquire the agricultural trading company. There were 4 people at the entrance, all of whom looked quite young, and they clearly followed the lead of the woman at the front. The woman had her hair in pigtails, wore a leather jacket and pants, her upper body exposed below her chest, her lower body exposed her thighs, and she had a blue dragon tattoo on her right arm. She was sucking on a lollipop with a mouthful of it, and her heavy eyeshadow made it impossible to tell whether she had single or double eyelids. At first glance, she looks like a complete and utter young woman. Sukin dared not underestimate her. His exceptional intelligence gave him even stronger perception. He could sense that this spirited young woman was also a lord and of a high rank. "Who are you?" The spirited young woman took a big bite of her lollipop and smiled as she reached out to Sukan. "Hello, Sukan. I am Liang Yuqi, the head of the Genius Club in the northern region of Kyushu, a fourth-tier lord." Sure enough, it was a fourth-tier lord. The higher the lord rank, the more difficult it becomes to advance. Many people may be stuck at the second-tier lord rank and never be able to break through. This energetic young woman is so young, yet she has reached the fourth level. She truly deserves the title of genius. Sukin had never heard of the Genius Club and asked without changing his expression, "Do you need something from me?" "Of course, I sincerely invite you to join the Genius Club," Liang Yuqi said with a sincere, knightly salute. Sukin shook his head and refused. "I'm sorry. I'm still in the newcomer trial period and don't want to join any other forces. Perhaps we can sit down and talk again sometime in the future." Liang Yuqi looked disappointed. "Although I had guessed that you might reject me, I was still a little disappointed to hear you say it yourself. Wouldn't you like to learn more about our Genius Club? Perhaps after you learn about it, you'll change your mind." Sukin shook his head firmly. "I'm sorry." Liang Yuqi shrugged, magically pulled 2 lollipops out of her pocket, unwrapped one of them and popped it into her mouth, then casually tossed the other to Sukan. "See you later. I believe you will choose to join us when you return next time." "Oh, I remember now. Here's a free message for you." Liang Yuqi revealed a mischievous smile. "Your old friend Stephen Carr also returned to reality this morning. I heard he's gathering resources to completely crush you. Good luck." Liang Yuqi arrived suddenly and left quickly. The 4 of them disappeared into the stairwell in the blink of an eye. Sukin fiddled with the lollipop in his hand, his mind racing. If what Liang Yuqi said is true, then Stephen really is as clingy as a piece of chewing gum that we can't bear to part with. In the past few days, he has been leading the 3 rankings by a wide margin. When Stephen returns to the top, he will definitely be able to close the gap smoothly, and may even try his best to catch up. They'll probably start screaming even louder. Sukin chuckled and casually put the lollipop into his pocket. Stephen can improve and elevate himself, and so can he. Then let's just compare who improves faster and who is stronger. Just then, a cold voice came from behind. "If you meet again next time, accept her invitation to join the Genius Club." Sukin was taken aback and looked at Sun Shiwero in surprise. "Is this Genius Club really that powerful?" Sun Shiwero nodded, then shook her head. "I've only heard a few words from my grandfather. The Genius Club, as its name suggests, only invites geniuses from all over the world. It is said that 8 of the members of the Genius Club were once the strongest rookie champions." Sukin was shocked upon hearing this. A club with 8 of the strongest rookie champions? They're so unassuming. Why do they look so improper? Sun Shiwero said calmly. "Any geniuses are serious?" Sukin was stunned, and the scene of appreciating Lin Daiyu's jade feet that night involuntarily surfaced in his mind. It seems that really is true. All right, if he invites me again next time, I'll have a proper chat. Sukin wouldn't agree just because of Sun Shiwero's words. He wasn't interested in joining other factions. "By the way, can you do me a favor?" Sun Shiwero looked at him calmly and asked, "What kind of help?" "I want to start an agricultural trading company to specialize in the agricultural products from my territory," Sukin answered truthfully. Sun Shiwero gave him a look of great appreciation. "Your idea is excellent. It's the behavior a true lord should exhibit. Any lord who wants to grow bigger and stronger cannot sever their connection with the real world. Therefore, many lords choose to open companies and businesses in the real world, so that their territory can maintain a lasting connection and healthy operation with the real world." Sukin listened quietly. This was knowledge that couldn't be learned from textbooks. Setting up an agricultural trading company is easy, but running it is not so easy. "First, do you have money?" Sukin thought for a moment and said, "I have important resources that I can sell for money." Sun Shiwero said calmly. "Then things become very simple. You can directly acquire a small company and become a shareholder in it, which will allow you to quickly establish connections with the territory." Sukin's eyes lit up. This was indeed a good method, saving time and effort, though it cost a bit of money. He doesn't lack money. What he lacks are people and channels in the real world to do things for him. "Sister Shuero, do you know any companies related